here's the thing. Before I even had a chance to even decide whether or not I was even going to watch this movie, hell, before I even had a chance to even see the trailer for this movie, I ended up discovering the conversation about this movie and the controversy surrounding this movie. And I don't actually care about any of that. But here's the thing. Somebody had said something to me that caught my interest, caught my curiosity. They had said, you will be called sexist and racist if you don't watch this movie. Or you'll be accused of being sexist and racist if you don't watch this movie. But even if you do watch this movie and you give it a negative review, you will still be accused of being sexist and racist. Which got me to thinking, what happens if I don't watch the movie and give it a negative review? So, being the shit disturber that I am, after not having actually seen this movie, here is my sexist and racist review of the bitch queen. I mean, the woman king. Here was one of my biggest problems with this movie, is that these warrior women, the Home tribe, this entire movie is obviously inspired by the Dora Milaje from the Black Panther movies. And if you're going to give me a Dora Milaje movie, just give me that movie. Do a movie about the Dora Milaje with the Koye in charge, and I'm in. Why would I want to watch this cheap knockoff version of, the original? So, yeah, the Woman King is just a, cheap imitation of the Dora Milaje, which is blatantly the source material for this movie. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, another issue I had was that it's supposed to have been based off of actual events and this actual group of people and things that happened at the time. But, reading about the discussion and the controversy, one of the big problems with this movie is how they, omitted certain things in regards to that. And see, that's a problem for me. See, when I watch these type of movies, I prefer the movies that are more concerned with being historically accurate to the source material. Movies like Braveheart, Gone with the Wind, the movie 300. Those are movies that are trying to be historically accurate to the group of individuals the movie's about. Because when I go see a Hollywood movie like this, I'm all about the historical accuracy. I'm not into dramatization of certain things. I'm not into how they dramatize and make stuff up. I prefer my Hollywood movies about these type of actual events being incredibly historically accurate, because that's why I see these movies. I mean, I went to go see 300 because I wanted to know how how the Spartans were during that time period. And the movie 300 was obviously an historically accurate representation of what Spartans were like during that time period. Same thing with like Braveheart and how accurate it was to the events that happened during that time frame with William Wallace. I mean, it's all about the historical accuracy. It's not about dramatizing it and making it an interesting movie, an action-packed. That's not what it's about. And I have a problem with that. So that to me was a negative in regards to this movie. Another negative though was, my knowledge of African women during this time period was from those old National Geographic books. So why weren't they topless? Because as far as I know, African women during that time period, they always walked around topless. So that lack of historical accuracy did kind of bother me. It did kind of bother me. But I did though. But there was some aspect of accuracy that I did appreciate, because they had a male king, and even though these women were dangerous and fierce and warriors, they were still subservient to a man, because, they understood their place. I mean, they were still, even though they were dangerous warriors, they still knew their place and were subservient to a man. So at least they had that level of accuracy. So I appreciated that. Another aspect that I did like about this movie was it's obviously geared to a certain group, young black women, and it's to kind of give that inspiration that they are fierce, they are dangerous, they are warriors. Kind of like how when the Rocky movie first came out, every Italian male over the age of 16 thought that they could take on any black guy in a fist fight. So that type of inspiration, I think that type of inspiration for young black women, that they're fierce and dangerous and can, I think that's good. I think that'll, I don't think that'll have any negative connotations whatsoever. Also, it's the fact that the whole dangerous black woman trope has already been done. I mean, go watch those blaxploitation movies from the 70s. It's already been done. I mean, okay, you obviously have Foxy Brown. You obviously have Foxy Brown, but there's there's Cleopatra Jones, and was it Connie? No, it wasn't Connie. Coffee. There was Coffee. Oh, and there was this one, something to do with zombies. Not the Sugar Hill Gang. No, Sugar Hill. Yep. So, yeah, the idea of a dangerous black woman, sorry, I've already seen that trope, so this was really nothing new. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Overall, again, it's really kind of hard to review a movie I haven't seen, so you kind of got to bear with me on this. But anyway, so there it is. That is my sexist and racist review of The Woman King. I wish I could say I eagerly await all of the accusations of being sexist and racist, but I can't get arrested on social media, so I'm not really worried about it. So I can say whatever the hell I want. Ain't nobody gonna know anyway, so. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm out of here. See ya. Oh, I do want to leave you with one last thing. Every time if you watch the movie, every time you hear them mention that the name of the tribe is Dahomey, please let me leave you with this.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.